Welcome back to Erkstown 4th grade scientists. Today we're in lesson 2.4, activity 3, more evidence from the reference book. Let's review our unit question. As always, we are trying to figure out how the electrical system works. So let's see how we'll use today's information to help us figure that out. We're going to go back to our reference book. Remember that reference books are great places to go for evidence, and we're looking for evidence. We're using It's All Energy. It should look familiar for you. So we're going to look in the reference book for more evidence to support the claim that Erkstown should replace older streetlights with LED streetlights. That we decided in our last lesson. So let's look inside our reference book at the table of contents. Where would we go in our table of contents to find evidence about electrical devices? Take a look at all these options. And if you said page 14, good job. Page 14 has the title, Electrical Devices. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab your investigation notebook and turn to page 35. As I'm reading pages 14 and 15 from the reference book, I want you to record any evidence you can find to support our claim that Erkstown should replace older streetlights with LEDs. Anything you hear that might help us. So let's go on to page 14. Energy converters. An energy converter takes energy in one form and converts it to another form. For example, a car is an energy converter that converts chemical energy from gasoline to motion energy that makes it go. Electrical devices, like radios, and source converters, like solar panels, are two types of energy converters, but there are many other types. In fact, almost anything that does anything at all is converting energy in some way. So did that help us at all? No, not necessarily. Maybe we need to read a little bit further. Electrical devices. Yes, this is where we said we should read. Electrical devices are energy converters that we use every day. All electrical devices run on electrical energy. They convert electrical energy into a different form of energy. It could be light energy, motion energy, sound energy, or thermal energy. There are lots of different kinds of electrical devices, and here are a few examples. Radios and music players. A radio converts electrical energy into sound energy. The part of the radio that does this is called the speaker. Other devices with speakers or headphones, such as music players and telephones, also convert electrical energy into sound energy. So did we hear anything that could help us support our claim that Erkstown should replace older streetlights with LEDs? Did our radio help us at all? I don't think it did. So let's go on to page 15. Electric lamps. This is promising. An electric lamp converts electrical energy into light energy. Sometimes when energy is converted from one form to another, a little bit of it gets converted to a form you don't want. Some kinds of electric lights can get hot. That is because they also convert electrical energy into thermal energy, which is a waste of energy when you just want your lamp to provide light. Other kinds of electrical lights, such as LED lights, are more efficient. They convert most of the electrical energy they use into light energy, and they do not get hot. We have two pictures here. If I look at this one first, it says, a light like this one converts most of the electrical energy it uses into thermal energy, which is less efficient. So this is telling me that when I turn on my light and I leave it there for a while, that my light bulb gets hot. But I don't need heat from my light bulb. I need light from my light bulb. All right, so maybe that's not logical to me. I don't understand why that is. Let's look at this light instead. A light like this one converts most of the electrical energy it uses into light energy, which is more efficient. So this is an LED light. So remember what I said before? I turn on my light switch and I want to get light, and I don't want to get heat. This light here, for the amount of energy I'm using, produces more light, and it doesn't give me very much heat. I don't need a light bulb that gets hot. I need a light bulb that gives me light. So there's a town that is next to Erkstown, and they did this program to test LED lights. And this is the information that they got. So people in this town were given LED lights to replace their old light bulbs in their houses. And this is what they reported. They reported that the LED lights were easy to install. That's great. They reported that people liked that their lamps still worked the same way. So they didn't have to do anything different. So if you remember before, our criteria is they couldn't change how people use their devices. So that's kind of important. And they said that people also liked the brightness of the LED lights. So we have some more evidence here that we can add. Here's what you're going to do. In Seesaw, you have a graphic organizer, and it has a question on it. I want you to use everything that we read on page 14 and 15, everything you saw about the program the other town was doing, and tell me everything that you know about the difference between light bulbs and LEDs. Which is a better choice? Why is it a better choice? Tell me about heat. Tell me about light. Tell me about the amount of energy that goes in and the amount of energy that comes out. We're going to use this when we write our argument for using LEDs instead of regular light bulbs. I'll see you in the next video.